अस्सलाम वालेकुम डियर स्टूडेंट्स। मूंखे उम्मीद आहे त तव्हां सभु खैरियत सां हूंदो, ठीकु हूंदो ऐं उम्मीद आहे त तव्हांखे कंहिं क़िस्म जो को बि अकेडमिकली को प्रॉब्लम आवाज़ जे हिसाब सां, बोर्ड जे लिखत जे हिसाब सां या जेको मैटर इम्पार्ट कयूं था पिया त उन में बि तव्हांखे कंहिं क़िस्म जो प्रॉब्लम न हूंदो। जेकॾहिं थिए बि थो त कोशिशि कयो असांखे कमेंट बॉक्स में लिखो त जीअं असां उनजो नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में तव्हांखे जवाबु ॾियूं ऐं उनखे असां कंफ्यूजन खे क्यूरी खे क्लियर कयूं। तो कोशिशि कयो इन क़िस्म जी त असां बहितर कयूं। अॼु मां पंहिंजी जेका सब्जेक्ट वर्ब एग्रीमेंट जी टॉपिक आहे, मां उन खां पहिरियों जेके उन टॉपिक जा 6 सेगमेंट आहिनि, उन्हनि 6 सेगमेंट में मां कुझु ही सेंटेंसिस तव्हांजे लाइ लिखिया आहिनि। पर हिन में थींदो इहे त ही सेंटेंसिस तव्हां छा कंदो, तव्हां हिनखे पहिरियों स्क्रीनशॉट कयो, कॉपी ते नोट कयो ऐं हिन लाइ तव्हांखे जस्ट बिफोर डिस्कशन try to attempt to fill these blanks so that we may have some understanding or confusion to identify whether what applications or rules applied in that method. So these are sentences. We start from phrase one of the, sometime one of and possessive pronoun, one of my, one of his, one of your, or sometime one of the. You know, definite article the and pronoun cannot go together. We can choose one of them in any sentence, in any place in that one. So the phrase one of the, we have to analyze in the following sentences. One is, he is one of my employees. One of and then possessive and then pronoun, and then we have class. Who, dash are regular and punctual. We have is and are. But before that we have number one, that there is number one. One of my pens, dash missing, is are. Third one, he is only one of my employees. Again, what is there? One of is there, but before that there is some other word as well, is the only. He is the only one of my employees. He is one of my employees. There is a difference. So we have is are, we have to put there. Fourth one, again we have one of the paintings, but before that the word is more than. What verb would be chosen to that verb? Fifth one is more than one man, more than one of the more than one man. Again, after more there is a one man singular. What we have to put here? And the last one is more principles than one. More principles than one dash present. And what we have to put all these sentences together. What you will do? You have to make a screenshot, take a screenshot of the board and then pause your lecture for a while, and then whatever you have taken a screenshot, you have to attempt to write the full sentences. If this sentence is one of my pens, you have to make the blanks. Okay, whatever the mistake, whatever the correction you have done, no problem. But your work is to make completions first. Whenever your rules of subject verb starts, So you have to check whether what mistakes and where you have make mistakes in these sentences. So coming towards rule says, what rule says about such 5 or 6 segments of my lecture. In continuation of the sentences, what I have directed you to take screenshot from the board. Hope you have done this and even you have checked yourself whether where you have made mistakes. Now this is rule number 28. The structure is one of the and possessive. This is one rule out of 6. See, in these sentences the words or phrases like one of the possessive contain is under. This is the structure of that. You must note down this. One of the are possessive, and then we again say that we have to put subject in plural. Like we have one of reasons, one of the reasons, one of my pencils, the reason are my pencils, one of the photos, one of the horses, and one of the criminals. Now keep in your mind, when we have the structure in the sentence in such kind of phrases, we have to put singular verb there. Sure, this one. Do not be confused in this regards. So structure is one of the possess and plus we have plural subject, whether it is noun or pronoun, we have to put singular verb there. See, where I have made pencils, photos, horses or criminals, and see after that you will find only present verb, first singular verb is there. For example, one of the reasons for his demotion is his carelessness. Reasons is there, but one of the, that's why we put what? Because of one we put here, this is there. One of my pencils is broken. So one agrees to this one, not the pencils. One of the photos, one agrees to this one, that's why we put in this way. One of the oasis, I have told you, this word has a singular as well, like oasis. It is a place in desert where you will find the availability of greenery and water, where you can have a very effective, a very outstanding landscape and scenery of greenery. You will find even birds are there, greenery is there, grass is there, water availability is there. You will find that we call it oasis. Oasis. And we have to put plural of that one. So sometime in error detection, these words comes in order to make the error, in order to find whether it is correct or not. So one of the oasis, if we write here one of the oasis is, it would be wrong. Because in the structure, one of the possess, then we have to put plural subject. So we have to put this one. One of the oasis, now putting here according to the one of the plural singular verb there, seems, not seem. One of the oasis seem to be heaven. Last one, the alarm is triggered when one of the criminals tries to escape. Now, from your screenshot discussion, find whether have you made a mistake or you have made or corrected in a chosen in a proper way. Coming to the next rule number 29. Now this is rule number 29. This is the same as we discussed 28 discussion. There is also one of them. But see one thing, keep in your mind, be conscious even Here is one of those, and then we have plural that is in first one. First one was one of those managers, and then we put verb here as a singular. But when we have class is a kind of sentence, and this clause meets the requirement of a sentence, like it should have subject and predicate. So when we have sentence and then clause together, I mean two sentences together, it means what we have to see. We have to see according to clause there is a verb, and we have to see what is the precedent here. I mean what is before relative pronoun, precedent, antecedent. So managers is here. So according to this word, clause starts, then we have to see the last word of that. I mean last word when clause starts. Who, which, that, what, that starts, then we have to see this one whether it is singular or plural. Then we have to agree in this regards not to see one of the. He is one of those managers. अगर मैं ऐसा खबर हुई तने जगह ऐसा सिंगुलर न दादे पर जने ऐसा जो जुमलो ही माना शुरू थी वने माना हु शायद सब्जेक्ट आ फेवर शायद वर्ब आ इंक्रीजिंग स्टाफ इज एक्सटेंशन आ जेकने एड़े किस्म जी कंडीशन हुंदी आ त इन टाइम ते असा जो जेको भी इते वर्ब इस्तेमाल थींदो आ उहो प्लूरल हूंदो. तो हियर सी जेकने यो सिंगुलर हुजे त असा इते छा इस्तेमाल कयूं आ फेवर्स इस्तेमाल कयूं आ. हाणे थींदो ही इज वन ऑफ दोज मैनेजर्स who favor in increasing staff. See, so manager agrees to this one. Manager is plural, and we have plural verb as well in this regards, and that is totally different from the previous rule one. He is one of the employees. We know that one of the employees carries singular verb. But when clause starts, when clause added or adds in the main sentence, then we use not is but are here. See, he is one of the employees who are always conscious alert. Third, I shall buy one of the radios. One of the radios. One of the radios has been bought as one of the radios is missing, one of the radios is out of order. We use in this way. But I shall buy one of the radios. Complete sentence. But when we make the clause of that, we see the last word to the agree to the verb here. I shall buy one of the radios that are on sale. That are not available in the market. Okay. Next one, he is one of employees. One of the employees, we understand from the previous, but here what? Clause starts, I mean dependent sentence starts from this one. Who were given a bonus. So who employees agrees to this one as plural verb. Next one is he is one of the soldiers. One of the soldiers. Not to think one of the, but we have to see only with the last word of the sentence. Soldiers, and soldier will agrees to the subject. Subject soldiers, plural subject agrees to the fight word in this way. For even if we have the next, next the word like that, soldiers, their country, we have to agree not only the verb, but some possessive pronouns as well there, and that is the real proximity to understand how to make the balance between the both portions in the sentence, or to make the balance between subject and verb. See the next topic of one of the this is the third structure of one of the or one of possessive. I have already told you that these structure are not confusing but interesting. Interesting in a way that you have to make practice that one of the takes singular verb. When if we have one of the in the first sentence and has a complete sense of sentence, and then we have class, then we see the precedent of the word and then we agrees to the plural not singular, right? Because one of the or one of possessive takes always plural subject. It means it would take what? It would take the verb which is preceded. So plural is preceded in the previous discussion. Now see one thing more. When such kind of one of the comes in the sentences, and then we have plural subject, noun, and then we have the another sentence in class, then we can also be taken singular verb. Why? Because in the previous discussion we have done this one, that in the class we carry plural verb. Here it is one thing more, that is the only. The only plays part there. The only now has a direct connection to the singular verb that was not present in the previous rule number 29, but in rule number 30 you will find like that. See the example. He is the only. One of the implies. Now see here, no doubt there is a imbalance between the both. Implies, now we have to take their plural verb, but now we will see not this structure of one of the, but we comes to see this the only. जेकॾहिं the only हूंदो, one of सां गॾु भली plural हुजे, भली clause हुजे, पर असांखे इन जे करे असांखे हिन जगह ते असांखे singular verb करणो पवंदो, इन जे लाइ त होॾां the only इस्तेमालु कयो. The only one. Here structure आहे. The only one. Focus this one only. Second is there. This is the only one of the local newspapers. Structure is same. One of takes plural and we put here singular verb, but if we have clause then we put here plural verb because of this previous word, but if we have the only, we put here singular verb there. See, listen, watch this word. This is the only one of the local newspapers that highlights. Highlights is singular one. Highlights such news. See the next sentence number 3. He is the only one of those implies who treats. See, who treats. Now this treat is implied to the verb the only one. The only one. This one and this treats, we have to make the proximity between the both. Next one is, he is the only one of the brave who. One thing more, when we will come to the relative pronoun, to talk about how to make two sentences together by putting conjunction like who, that. And there is a rule that whenever we use the only, we have to replace this who to that. That would be the next topic, another topic we'll discuss about that. Do not be confused that there is a he and we have to use who, but instead of that we will even use that. But our topic is not how to use relative pronoun, but topic is how to have two clauses together. One is there and how to put there when we comes the class, then we have to see not the only, not one of the brave, one of the brave. You will even think that why there is not any singular or plural. I have told you, when adjective is used when we have the article and then we are not need to put any plural noun over here, but it would be understood that is the plural group of the people. So what we have to do? Only one of the brave that takes what? That takes singular verb. That has achieved. Now has is there, I have told you, achieved standing ovations. And see again to the sentence number 3. See, who treats implies is, again there is a singular verb is there. His own children. Again said, listen the sentence. He is the only one of those employers who treats employees. Do you know? Employer and implies. Take the meaning and understand the both words. He is the only one of those employers who treats employees as his own children. Last one. It is one of her photographs. Same structure. It is one of her photographs that appeals to even one. Which mistake is there? See, I have deliberately made a mistake there. Mistake is that it is one of her photographs. This photograph will takes not appeals but appeal. Because of this precedent. But if you will write here, it is the only one of her photographs, then we put here what? Then we put here singular verbs like appeals, and here would be, there is a mistake, we will put what? We will write here appeal. Appeal, because of one of their photographs. There are two sentences here in this way. See, it is one of her photographs that appeal to everyone. If we write in this way, see, it is one of her, it is only, it is the only one of her photographs, या pic, या photos. It is the only one of her photographs, plural. Now see that we have to put verb there. If it is the only, singular. If it is one of her photographs, then plural. So we have to put here appeals, and here it is the only one of her photographs that appeals. That appeals, because appeals to the direct is to the only. It is the only one of her photographs that appeals to everyone. Hope you have understood these three topics and even check the previous screenshot whether you have done right or wrong.